When the narcissist's true self is revealed and you don't accept it, this is what they will do. Greetings, everyone. Today, we're delving into the consequences of ending ties with an individual who, upon realization, exhibits narcissistic traits. Those with a self-centered disposition tend to exploit the emotions of others, firmly convinced of their superiority in terms of importance, deservingness, intellect, and praise. Subtle indicators of such traits include demeaning others, harboring envy, and a relentless pursuit of excellence in all aspects, often accompanied by manipulation of anyone perceived as a potential threat. Within the realm of narcissistic behavior, love bombing and trauma bonding are commonly employed tactics. These strategies manipulate targets into believing that relationship issues are solely their fault, allowing narcissists to evade any sense of accountability. Narcissists, often self-righteous and oblivious, believe they are entitled to treat others as they please, using a humorous facade as a shield that creates tension and an ongoing appearance of conflict. Have you ever witnessed a narcissist fabricate being pursued to incite jealousy among friends? Such deception can lead to miscommunication and anger. My initial experience with this occurred when my first boyfriend flirted with my closest friend, revealing the manipulative nature of narcissists. It's important to recognize that narcissism is a facet of personality rather than an ailment. Everyone possesses both positive and negative traits. The journey towards self-awareness involves understanding our own egos and addressing harsh tendencies to foster personal growth. Engaging in self-development necessitates minimizing reactive behaviors, shedding ego-driven habits, and gaining insights. However, progress is not guaranteed, especially when dealing with a narcissist who exhibits cruelty, arrogance, and indifference, potentially eliciting reactive responses akin to an abused puppy. True personal advancement entails acknowledging and rectifying our inherent tendencies. Healthy traits like self-awareness and a willingness to address shortcomings are crucial. Regrettably, narcissists may exploit self-awareness for manipulative purposes and avoidance. Handling narcissistic abuse requires maintaining distance and objectivity. Initiating the healing process begins with recognizing patterns within ourselves and others. Narcissists often exert control, suppressing individual thoughts. Confronting them may lead to abusive and aggressive behavior. In narcissistic relationships, particularly codependent ones, the experience can be bewildering and emotionally draining. Despite the lack of perspective-taking tools in dysfunctional families, it's essential to remember that you are not accountable. Narcissistic love bombing can create an atmosphere of perpetual tension. Amidst entitlement, victim blaming, and baseless accusations, it's crucial to understand that the responsibility for these issues does not lie with you, even in chaotic situations. Ending ties with a narcissist requires careful planning. Knowing what to expect when confronting them is vital, and preparing for such encounters by understanding their behaviors can help maintain composure. Unfortunately, narcissists don't treat kind and fair individuals with the same consideration. Those unable to regulate their emotions often rely on others, rendering the notion of treating them as you wish to be treated ineffective. In essence, rejecting a narcissist can be likened to informing Dracula that the blood bank is closed. Allowing narcissists into your life feeds their self-centered tendencies, and when met with refusal, they often respond with anger. Understanding these dynamics is crucial when contemplating the end of a relationship with someone who exhibits narcissistic traits. Similar to the legendary Dracula, narcissists construct a facade to evade genuine connections. They seek admiration and control from individuals who align with their exaggerated self-perception. Their penchant for instilling fear, demanding obedience, and asserting authority could be likened to a colossal toddler throwing a tantrum when devoid of their pacifier. The frustration they exhibit when denied is rooted in their belief that the world should orbit around them. The aversion narcissists harbor towards rejection stems from their conviction of superiority and entitlement. Their value system often lacks empathy and social responsibility, traits often nurtured by egocentric and excessively indulgent parents who instill a sense of superiority while neglecting empathy. Exploitation, particularly of those deemed inferior, is deeply ingrained in narcissistic behavior. This exploitation may arise from an upbringing characterized by excessive praise or a traumatic childhood marked by shame and abandonment. Studies suggest that narcissists struggle to comprehend cause and effect relationships, leading to a lack of understanding of self-fulfilling prophecies. They tend to attribute their misery to others and resist acknowledging their role in their own actions. The prospect of rejection makes narcissists anxious about vulnerability. To shield themselves, they employ tactics like passive aggression, scorn, projection, and gaslighting. While engaging in surface-level interactions, love bombing becomes a tool for establishing connections without genuine emotional bonds. Despite their self-centered nature, narcissists often fail to recognize that others may harbor negative feelings or reject them. Their fear of rejection and loneliness coexists with a lack of maturity and life skills for introspection. Rejecting a narcissist becomes intricate due to their inability to grasp cause and effect connections and their reliance on protective strategies. Destructive relationships unravel, and for a narcissist, maintaining a connection takes precedence over its health. Even at a distance, they utilize passive aggression, triangulation, and demeaning tactics to sustain contact. Narcissists employ ego shields to isolate themselves from external influences. Ending a relationship with a narcissist is akin to reopening a wound. Unaware that their actions, rejection, and behaviors contribute to their own solitude, narcissists tend to blame their partners for their unhappiness. Their lack of understanding regarding cause and effect relationships leads them to believe that their spouses are the source of their distress. Narcissists use their self-created image as a shield against rejection. Similar to MTV's Catfish, they craft a humorous ego to lure victims through love bombing, excessive validation, flattery, and persuasive language. While some victims may possess self-awareness and narcissistic traits, the presence of pathological narcissism raises concerns. The healthy narcissism inherent in everyone may morph into an obsession with seeking attention for individuals with low self-esteem. In contrast to catfish users who adopt false identities to boost their self-esteem, the genuine person behind this facade often grapples with insecurity, trauma from abandonment, and feelings of shame. The experience of rejection unsettles narcissists and prompts them to shed their facade. Strategies such as manipulation, love bombing, trauma bonding, triangulation, projection, and dismissiveness prove ineffective. This rejection reinforces their deepest fears, convincing them that everyone is unreliable and untrustworthy, mirroring those who have previously disappointed them. Post-rejection, narcissists respond with unapologetic outbursts, refusing to acknowledge any wrongdoing. They perceive the victim as having violated established norms and consequently believe they deserve retaliation. The narcissist insists that the victim should have acquiesced to their control, labeling, and perceived superiority. Rejecting the unrealistic ego and control attempts of a narcissist poses a formidable challenge. It becomes evident that narcissists manipulate facts to suit their narrative, disregarding cause and effect relationships and sidestepping accountability. They may inflict penalties without comprehending that their actions have led to the rejection. The consequences of rejecting a narcissist are multifaceted. Initially, there may be public, private, and professional character assassination. Online embarrassment, familial discomfort, and strained friendships may result. Privately, one might receive a barrage of distressing messages. The onslaught may include derogatory remarks, anger, and shouting. Negative reviews, rumors, and public criticism can tarnish one's reputation. On a professional level, narcissists exert considerable effort to harm one's standing, possibly employing outsourcing. Their strategies are often subtle, warranting caution. Comparable to tantrum-throwing toddlers, narcissists lack self-improvement skills and struggle to moderate their behavior without resorting to manipulation. For narcissists, rejecting them disrupts their reality, prompting childish behavior, which may manifest as physical abuse, tantrums, intimidation, or financial difficulties. Attempts to turn children against the rejected individual using adult emotional capacity and resources are akin to a child using hurtful remarks. Triangulation is a tool employed by narcissists to portray the rejected individual as unstable and elicit pity. Following the loss of their primary narcissistic source, they actively seek new ones. In public, they may maintain a facade of normalcy or clandestinely scheming. Your rejection becomes their motive for revenge, with narcissists employing triangulation by exhibiting compassion and adoration before dismissing you. To avoid rejection and abandonment, narcissists feign empathy. In the face of perceived rejection, they may manipulate family ties, as exemplified by the distressing experience of my parents supporting my ex. As a codependent, it took years for me to recognize and act on my emotions. Guilt is another weapon in the narcissist's arsenal, blaming the rejected individual for the breakup while concealing their own harsh, passive-aggressive, and dishonest actions. Lies are used to cast doubt on the reasons for the breakup, and some may even employ religion or morality to smear the rejected party. Narcissists grapple with cause and effect logic and interpersonal challenges, perceiving the split as arbitrary and absolving themselves of blame. Understanding this dynamic proves crucial in navigating a breakup with a narcissist, as evidenced by my own experience of examining my role in the downfall of my marriage. My former partner declined efforts to repair our relationship and suggested seeking legal advice post-therapy. Although the emotional turmoil was challenging, I recognized that remaining in that relationship would have detrimental consequences. I made the decision not to instill codependency in my children, which led to accusations of madness, egotism, and queerness in response. Narcissists strategically utilize situations to instigate doubt and remorse regarding your choices. Love bombing involves showering excessive affection and fulfilling all your needs. A client's spouse transformed into the ideal partner post-divorce, displaying attentiveness to anniversaries, contributing to household chores, securing employment, and abstaining from alcohol. Seemingly positive changes are often deployed to lure you back. Narcissists may present gifts, flattery, and idealized language. However, these alterations are short-lived, serving the purpose of regaining you as their primary narcissistic supply. This transient shift forestalls accountability for their past relationship behaviors. Following a breakup, narcissists showcase their newfound source of supply, disregarding online scrutiny, stalking, negative reviews, smear campaigns, and false accusations. Vindictive narcissists may cross numerous boundaries and exhibit anger if they perceive you have not cut ties. While you navigate the aftermath of the breakup, the narcissist appears unaffected. Witnessing their boastful behavior on social media, rapid rebounds, or swift marriages after the breakup can be perplexing. They act as if your departure has left no impact, heightening the sense of unease. It is crucial to recognize that your experiences are not irrational. Accepting the reality of living with someone who projected superiority, exploited you for emotional gratification, and presented a false persona takes time. Narcissists may inadvertently manipulate your emotions and maintain vindictiveness post-relationship. Due to their lack of self-awareness and introspection, narcissists rationalize their perceived offenses. Your departure challenges their need for special treatment and recognition. Consequently, they may react negatively to losing this role. For individuals dealing with a narcissist, understanding concepts like trauma bonding, projection, and gaslighting is crucial. This knowledge provides grounding and clarity in navigating the circumstances. Narcissists often target empaths who prioritize others' needs over their own. Recognizing and addressing these patterns is essential for personal healing. Emotionally healthy individuals establish and uphold healthy boundaries without remorse, unlike codependent individuals. Acknowledging and addressing these factors is vital in managing relationships with narcissists. Codependents may mistakenly shoulder blame for narcissists' outbursts, feeling inadequate. In disagreements, narcissists may exploit your vulnerabilities. Handling personal challenges requires discretion and confiding in someone who values and respects your experiences, irrespective of your relationship status. Rejecting a narcissist may lead to manipulation and retaliation. Feel free to share your thoughts below and subscribe for more insightful discussions. Until next time, stay informed and empowered.